Hey, a few weeks ago, Living Hope Community Church celebrated its 30th anniversary. Our speaker that day told us that Living Hope is a freakishly abnormal church for the glory of God, in a good sense. And I am grateful for the faithfulness of God over the years. My wife and I have been praying and thinking, and during our sabbatical, we did this a bit more. Talked to a lot of my friends and spiritual advisors, and afterwards, I informed the elders that we would like to enter a season of succession where at the end of about 12 to 18 months, I will step down from being the senior pastor of the church, and the church will then welcome its new senior pastor. Now, it wasn't an easy decision, but I felt like this was necessary, and others have affirmed it. But I'm doing this for two reasons. Number one, I thought that the church would be better off in the long run with a new senior pastor, a younger one, with the more appropriate giftedness and energy and passion that the church needs to, for it to go to its next level. And the other reason is because I have felt for a little while God calling me to serve the broader church. That with my experience in age and network and the things that I've learned at Living Hope, I can take a lot of that to help the broader church and other pastors, especially Asian American pastors. So while I still have the energy, I want to devote my fourth quarter to that endeavor. Now, exactly how that's going to happen, I do not know. Whether it be through SOLA or other organizations that I haven't thought of, and this is the season that I will explore and talk to other people about. But I want to be able to be freed up to do that, to really extend the ministry of Living Hope by serving the broader church. I want to make three asks of you. Number one, pray for my wife and me as we enter this season of prayer, etc., so that we can know what the future calling is. Number two, for you to be supportive of the elders in particular. Throughout the 30 years, I've always been at the center or the front of decision making and initiatives that we have undertaken. And then this next season, our elders will have to be the bridge leaders. And so please defer to them, respect them, support them, and pray for them. Thirdly, I would ask that you would continue to be faithful to the church in your service and in giving in particular. Don't let this be a season where you can say, well, it's a time for me to step off or take a break, but rather affirm your faith in the Lord Jesus all the more throughout the season. Hey, for now though, I am still your senior pastor. When the time comes, I will step aside, get out of the way of the new senior pastor. I will visit once in a while, but until then, I'm grateful to be with all of you. Thank you so much. God bless.
Hello, Living Hope. My name is David Park, and I serve at the Elder Board. As you just heard, Pastor Steve has communicated his intention for us to enter a season of what we call senior pastoral succession. And this process will take about 12 to 18 months. And we're definitely sad that Pastor Steve will be transitioning out of Living Hope. But also we know that God is in control. He loves the church, and He has great plans for us as a church, as Living Hope, as well as for Pastor Steve and his family. We will, I just wanted to align the next steps as we engage in this succession process, that we will start with prayer. So starting later this month, and you'll have the prayer schedules aligned, is announced that we will engage in prayer, because we do believe that God is in control, and our process should be founded on prayer and faith. We will have a prayer team formed by December, and our process of listening and discernment will start sometime in January, the first quarter of next year. And during this process, we will be engaging in focus groups through our consultant that we've had retained, who has a national reputation in senior pastor transitions. We will listen to you and allow the congregation to be fully participating in this process. Sometime in the third quarter of next year, we'll engage in the pastoral search, and we will form actually a search team that will help us in this process, and this search team will come from the congregation. Further details will be available as the process ensues, and we'll make announcements both via the web or in person. Again, our ask as the elder board who is going to lead this process is for you to pray, for you to communicate with us. We are open to suggestions, communicate questions. We may not have all the answers today, but we are reflecting, thinking, and we are really wanting to honor God through this process of transition. So we thank you for your faithfulness.